Greetings, viewers! Night here, and today I found a video that isn't connected to a controversy. A celebration, I say! Larry, start the fireworks! Oh, well that was underwhelming. Larry, you're fired. But yeah, not commenting on a subject of controversy this time, but rather something Pokemon related. Allow me to introduce you to today's subject, Mr. One-Ups, a PokeTuber who normally does countdown style videos. I happen to be subbed to the guy and I normally like his stuff. However, I came across his Weakest Elite Four video, and I took a few issues with it. And just because I'm subbed to the guy, doesn't mean I don't think he could use a bit of criticism. Now then, let's see what our Namekian friend has to say, shall we?
Are you intimidated by the challenge that comes with the Elite Four? Do you feel mentally dwarfed being in the presence of Cynthia and her top energy? Are you the 99%? Well, that's sick, because 99% of you could pass through this Elite Four I'm coming up with about as much effort as passing through a revolving door. You don't even have to leave, you keep spinning, man. Take them on as much as you want. 5-time Pokemon League champ before you even crack open the forest doors. The worst worldwide Elite Four. The other video I made, as if I made it as inaccurate as possible. These are the Elite Four members that barely pass as a middle of the map gym leader. You don't even need gym badges to get in here. It's like £3 entry. Hey, just show them your ID. Alright, sick, you're 10, sick, you're in.
Actually, in all previous games leading up to Southern Moon, you did need all 8 badges to gain access to the Pokemon League. You'd be turned away by the guards without them. The only reason you don't need badges in Gen 7 is because Alola didn't have a Pokemon League yet. It was just something that Professor Kukui was working towards. Even then, the player still needs to prove themselves by passing all the island trials in order to experience the first Alolan League. Yeah, I know, semantics, but I felt like I should point that out.
Somehow, this guy managed to join an Elite Four. A guy who's really into bugs. An extra pocket space, apparently. Aaron, you look trimmed up on the outside. You look like you're ready to dish out the business at first, but we all know the inner incel weevil that's lurking inside. In one of the strongest Elite Four lineups as well, with Sinnoh. Someone deadass managed to hang with the top 5 trainers in the Sinnoh region with a team of Dustox and Beautifly. So straight away, you're about on par with some kid from Hoenn who's walked about half an hour away from his house. But fair enough though, his team picks up a little bit at the end, but the damage is more than done by the time he gets to the meat of his lineup. How do you even get this far in your career? Are you the apprentice? Is your mum Cynthia? Does your dad play golf with Giovanni? And he's asked for a few favours, you know, or else Crocodile's breaking a few more of them kneecaps. So it's just everyone's a bit too afraid to ask. While you're the first face Sinnoh trainers see when they walk into their Elite Four, right? They're too afraid to question how you made it this far with such a dead team. But fair enough again, he cleans himself up a bit in Platinum, so fair play to the man. It's a bit more forgivable there. Yeah, Mega and Scissor, that's a little bit more Elite Four tier. But in Diamond and Pearl, Elite Four, are you mad?
Sorry about letting all that play. I just wanted to give you guys full context. Now, yes, you do have a point about Dustox and Beautifly being weak in comparison to the other members of Aaron's team. However, Dustox can use Toxic, which poisons your Pokemon and does continual damage throughout the battle. And who's to say that during the time you go for an antidote to heal your Pokemon, that Aaron won't switch it up for Vespiquen or Drapion, who have Power Gem and Ice Fang respectively. There's also his Heracross, which has Stone Edge, a highly damaging Rock-type move against Fire and Flying Pokemon. And considering Heracross's attack stats, one good hard hit and it slides out for your Infernape or any bird you might have on the team. Your best bet would be to outspeed it.
Kinda like the game they spawned from, this member's team is unfinished, because we're getting to the Kalos developmental 4-piece teams for the next opponent of this Infinity Gauntlet. Get it? Because it's a gauntlet of trainers who are all so bad that you could just keep fighting them infinitely. But maybe it wouldn't be that way if Malva actually had more than 4 Pokemon. She starts to show a bit of potential. You Chandelure, Talonflame, that's not too bad. But Kalos really got shafted in these videos, because the Elite Four there aren't even clocking in when you face them. Showing up to that palace or whatever like, I forgot the other 2. Nah, I swear I've got a Mega Blaziken. Must have left him in the car. That's alright, it's alright, crack the window for him. It's all good though. She didn't forget to bring the heat. Didn't forget Torkoal.
Except the first Pokemon on her team is a Pyroar that knows Wild Charge, an electric type move that can take out whatever water type you have planned against her team. Pair Pyroar's speed with the power and accuracy of this move, and it will hurt. Granted, the recoil damage does make Wild Charge a double-edged sword, but your best bet would be to have a rock ground type on your team that would be unaffected by Wild Charge. You could also raise a water Pokemon that have a high physical attack and defense stat, and teach it up with it, so there's a good chance that it will take Pyroar out in one hit. Though on the opposite side of the coin, her Chandelure and Talonflame have Flame Body, which will cause your Pokemon to become burned if you make physical contact with them.
See, I know I bigged you up a bit in the other video when you were with Flannery, but she actually has a Blaziken. And Chandelure, now that I think about it, the dead weight is carried a whole lot more there. I can't even complain that you're wasting a slot on the team here. Just be happy that you remember the 3rd place exists for you.
Even though Flame Restore can use Yawn to put opponents to sleep, and Gyro Ball, which can do a ton of damage against rock types. So it's not exactly a fair comparison. Plus, it isn't like Malva's Torkoal is a slouch either, since it also has Rock Tomb and Earthquake.
Dragon Wheel!
Another Kalos trainer who had a bit of potential, but likely had his team busted by the Pokemon League for traces of illegal Buzzsaw supplements in his Pokemon system, and is now legally limited to 4 Pokemon max. Or he's just not mentally clocking in for work like the rest of them. Seriously, Seaballs? Where's your team at? Your PC in the shop? What's up? I love Kalos, I just don't get it. But unlike this guy did with 2 of his Pokemon, who could ever forget his patented pre-battle line? Do you think Pokemon battling can ever be worthy of being called an art? Everyone remembers that one. I mean, call it what you want. If battling's an art form, you're missing some of the Adobe suite here, my man. About 2 pieces shy of the full Ainsley. You're a chef, I thought you'd be well acquainted with this. But at least he's got some quality to the lack of quantity. At least he's kicking it off with a Gyarados and a Starmie. Your man Seabold has some fine taste for a liquid trainer. Clawitzer and Barbaracle, they're not the worst picks he could have made either. Like, you're salvageable. You're not Olivia tier with your dead picks. Olivia, she could use whatever she wants. Seabold would just expose her. The first turn alone, she'd learn it's not just Lycanroc, the whole team's past its bedtime. Seabold only needs half of his already near half team to serve up enough warm milk and cookies to her entire PC.
I'm confused here. I thought you were talking about Seabold. Why did you go back to harping about Olivia? So far you've done nothing but compliment Seabold. I came here for criticism, not butt kissing.
And now, for the champion. Like the last video, I want it to be an actual champion, and not just another Kalos Elite Four trainer with half a team. But who could be the worst champion out of all of them? All of them, they have to be kinda good, right? I was tempted to throw Wallace on here, because he's just a gym leader who's been on the candy.
Even though the whole reason Wallace became regional champion in Emerald was because he was the strongest gym leader in Hoenn, but okay.
Came a bit close to throwing Steven Stone on here, because half his team is Olivia tier. It can't be any of them. It's not from the Hoenn region, because obviously, the worst champion is easily that Turbo Virgin from Pallet Town. Wait, not the one you're thinking of. More like the one you're thinking of if Professor Oak actually disciplined him as a child. Trace doesn't drive a convertible with his fangirls. He probably drives a smart car with... alone. I'm so glad he's such a bad trainer. So glad he's so easy to beat because you never really get to see his character animation when he wins. Because I'm 90% sure he default dance. This kid's so lazy. He hasn't even bothered to teach his team 4th moves. And that's way more unforgivable than the Kalos lot. Because, wait, nah. I swear the whole reason you even exist in the first place is to give the player advice through the game. Anyone really gonna sit there and take advice from this jabroni who neglects his move pool like it's a Kalos postgame? I swear I like Kalos. Doesn't even know the 4th move exists. You have to smack him around a bit first before he gets a bit more serious for the rematch. Only then does he actually take a trip to the move tutor. Trace either has Raichu or Jolteon along with a Mega Pidgeot, and from there it's just bare minimum. Your man's a Pokemon Stadium NPC. Rapidash, Slowbro, Vileplume, Marowak. I get that Let's Go is meant to be easy. I wouldn't expect some ultra male challenger at the end of this game. But this kid's a champion. How is the best thing on your team found in the first route of the whole series? This kid's the region champ. His team peaked 10 steps out of his front door. And wait. Why does this kid get to evolve as Eevee?
Well, that really depends on which game you're playing. If you're playing Let's Go Pikachu, he'll have evolved his Eevee into a Jolteon. And if you're playing Let's Go Eevee, the reverse will be true. Having watched a video on this match, I can tell that the battle isn't as easy as you're making it out to be. His Pidgeot has Air Slash, which has a chance of making the opponent flinch and unable to move. His Rapidash and Vileplume have moves that can poison the opponent, which means you'll have to spend a turn either switching out that Pokemon or healing it. Boomerang can hit multiple times, and his Slowbro has a chance to freeze you with Blizzard. On top of all that, 3 of his Pokemon can use Quick Attack, so they will hit first if they can. His Slowbro and Vileplume have Light Speed and Reflect, which have special and physical damage, and his Marowak can counter whatever barrier you might put up by using Brick Break. His Marowak also has Fire Punch and Thunder Punch later on, counter whatever threat your team might pose. Yeah, so they don't have all 4 moves the first time you face them, but they can still do some damage with what they have, and they won't go down easy. The video ends, so it's time for final thoughts. While this isn't a terrible video, it does have flaws. Even if I can agree with some of your criticisms, they just felt lacking in comparison to some of your other videos, where you do take stats and move effects into account. Don't view this as an attack. View this as a fan who saw a few things you overlooked. With all that said, this is Night saying thanks for watching, and please share your thoughts with me.